Alright, what is up YouTube? What's good? What's goody? Today we have a nice little thing in store. We have something I've been looking forward to. It is my first real upgrade on Roscoe, the BMW 335. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it is yet. We gonna see, we gonna get there. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm just feeling good. Look, it's a beautiful, wonderful day outside to do a beautiful install on Roscoe. Let's go to the garage. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Wow. Oh, look at that boy Roscoe just gleaming. So now that he's clean though, we can get to it. Let's go. All right, so we are officially ready to install these dual cone intakes on Roscoe. But one thing I do want to say real quick is, Jesus Christ, this boy Roscoe is looking clean. Please don't mind his hood. We got plans. All right, so I am super excited to be working on the first performance upgrade on Roscoe. Today we will be installing dual cone air intakes. And here they are. They're so beautiful. I have all this stuff set up so we can get everything started, but I'm not gonna be fancy today because I'm really excited to get these on and hear the difference in sound. I should probably go ahead and record a sound clip of before and after. And before we get into that, I want to do a quick explanation. You guys know I like explaining why we're doing certain upgrades. It's not just for the look. As you guys know, this is a twin turbo forced induction system. So this is getting rid of the restrictive air box that comes pre-installed on the 335. So with the dual cone intakes, we're actually going to be able to hopefully increase oxygen flow to the engine. And this will allow for a higher combustion rate, which allows our car to perform at a higher rate of acceleration. So I'm excited. You know, it's not like a huge increase in performance, and I'm really not expecting anything that crazy, but I'm excited to experience it firsthand, get my hands on. It should be a quick install, but let's get into it. All right, so first things you're gonna need, of course, your dual cone intakes, and then we're also gonna need tools, right? And so the only thing we're really gonna need today, you know, a flathead screwdriver. We're gonna definitely need this, and then possibly, I'm not sure yet, but possibly a socket wrench. So I'll let you guys know if we need that one. So we're gonna get right into it. Let's go. First things first, as you guys know, we gotta pop the hood. It works every time. I feel like I'm superhuman. All right, so let's get into this install, guys. All right, so as you guys know, most important part of all this is having your dual cone intakes. The link will be in the description as always. Let's get into it. All right, so first step, my car for some reason only has these 3 clips, but they're usually 1, 2, 3, and 2 more on this side. But we're just gonna go ahead and unclip these, 1, 2, 3, and then pinch this hose right here. It should come up pretty easily. Move it to the side, just have it sit right here. And then you see this right here, there are 2 clips on the sides, one right here and one just like it on this side. So what we're gonna do is carefully watch these, squeeze it, lift it over, do the same thing on this side, squeeze it, lift it over, bam. Usually when you're driving, the air that hits the front of your car directs it to the airbox and goes in here. So we're gonna save this actually and keep it in here so that we can have more control of the direction of the air once we install the dual cone intakes. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and the next step is we're going to get a flathead screwdriver and loosen this right here. Pull off the clamp. There's one just like it in the back, but it's covered by these wires right here. So what I'm going to do, so like I was saying before my camera rudely interrupted me by dying, this is the airbox. Gonna follow these lines and go back here. Behind all of that, there is a screw right there, and we need to loosen that, and it's just like the one up front, except it's just harder to reach. So we're gonna move the wires out the way a little bit. Alright, so one thing I did do to make it a little bit easier is this bar that holds the wires actually just kind of pulls out a little bit. And so if you pull it out, you'll be able to see the screw more easily and actually reach your hand this way and kind of unscrew it rather quickly instead of just trying to struggle with, you know, fiddling around in there. So we're gonna do it real quick. Alright, so one thing I couldn't find in any other video was the explanation on how to remove the actual airbox. So to make you guys' life easier, I'm gonna show you the 3 pegs, how it's connected. If you look at your airbox, there's this hole right here, and there is this peg right here on the very front that it sits on. This goes through that hole and secures the airbox. So there's this one, there's right here, and there's one right here. Now, if you don't know that, it may seem like there's another screw or something holding it in place. In reality, all you have to do is just pull up on the airbox with a little bit of force. Make sure that all your hoses, the wiring harness with the 3 cables on the right side, you're not pulling on any other hoses. Make sure you remove the hose in the back and then pull up with a little bit of force and then pull it out. Real simple. And before actually removing the box itself, I actually kind of want to see how dirty this old filter was. Oh, that is disgusting. Look at that. Look at that. We got ours out, and now onto the last step. Ooh, yeah. Look at me, I got intakes. Look at it, bang. Alright, so usually comes with 2 attachments that you can slide in, and the same type of clamps that were on the hose at first. You go ahead and tighten these and adjust them however you want for certain lengths. I'm going to make it shorter in the front and longer in the back. Alright, so what I did find useful actually right now is, because it is such a tight space, putting the extension on first allows you more accessibility to this back hose, which allows you to make sure this is actually on very tight, which is super important. Tighten the screw, and then you can come back and actually place your intake on the extension itself. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do. I think it just makes life easier that way, to be honest. Alright, I think that's everything, y'all. As you guys can see, we have the dual cone intakes in here. Yeah, give it a round of applause. And so last thing we want to do is actually this back, so that we can get some air directed right on top of these joints right here. Alright. Okay, so as you guys can see, I did want to put that hose back on so that it could direct some of the cold air from the front of the car back to the intake. As you guys know, the colder the air, the more dense it is, and the more oxygen we can get to the engine. So now we're looking, we have air that can flow from the front all the way back here. Bam, bam. Look at that. Roscoe, you looking nice, bruh. All right, now for the moment of magic, we're gonna turn it on to see if it sounds any different. Last thing I want y'all to do before you do this is make sure you went back and checked this is back connected, clipped back in your wiring harness. Make sure everything is in shape before you turn your car back on. All right, so now that everything is double checked, we can go ahead and turn the car on. My hands are disgusting, so I'm gonna try not to touch too much. Let's get it, let's go, let's make it happen.
Take a shot straight to the face. Take a moment, let it phase you. Phase, take a moment, let it phase you. Phase.
Man, I love this car.